What's going on, everyone? Apparently we're doing this thing again. Another one in honor of Predator Prince Philip, allegedly, whom I heard on the news, as I mentioned in my other video yesterday, 13 years old when he befriended who would become the queen. 13 years old, and they hit it off, according to the news. A predator in the monarchy in the UK. It's interesting. I don't know anything about it. A lot of predators around here in the US as well, but this predator story is dedicated to the ghost of Prince Philip. Hopefully wherever he's at right now, the 13-year-olds are safe and their parents are keeping them away from him. Guard 30 at Miami Juvenile Detention Facility, arrested after having sex with 15-year-old inmate. Javontate. Oh, so we don't got a Javonte, we've got a Javontate. Richardson was arrested after a 15-year-old inmate said that she engaged in sexual activity with him. Richardson worked as a guard at the Miami Girls Academy Detention Center. You would like to say that you should hire all women, but of course, the kind of women that would do that job are probably a little more, but I would think they'd be a lot safer than hiring men to work in those facilities. Management at the detention center reviewed surveillance camera footage that police say confirmed the incident occurred. Richardson was charged with battery on a minor and misconduct with an inmate. Police say they are concerned there may be more victims. There's your boy Javontate, strong and grand. I got you. Yesterday, my turn. Today, your turn. According to the Miami Herald, Richardson was an employee of TrueCore Behavioral Solutions, the contractor who operates the Miami Girls Academy. Richardson was promptly fired on Thursday. The Florida Department of Juvenile Justice Inspector General will also investigate the incident. The actions taken by this individual and the harm caused to this child is inexcusable and unacceptable, the Department of Juvenile Justice said in a statement. This behavior has not and will not be tolerated by DJJ, and it is our expectation that they be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. The 15-year-old girl has been offered medical care and mental health counseling, DJJ said, and she is going to get a fat lawsuit out of this. Her parents are, I should say. Fat reward, fat payout. I don't know. Javontate, you might be in trouble. Might not be able to get any restorative justice down there in Florida. Richardson's former employers said that they are cooperating with law enforcement and investigators to ensure this individual is brought to justice. Looks like a pretty solid case, pretty airtight. Fired the guy already, they got video footage. TrueCore has a zero-tolerance policy with regard to such actions by staff towards any youth in our care and custody, they said in a statement. Oh, well, as if we didn't expect them to say anything else. I mean, who has that in their policy? That 15-year-olds, okay. Miami-Dade Schools Police took Richardson into custody, and he was charged by the crimes unit with battery on a minor and misconduct with an inmate. Police say they're concerned that there may be more victims, which is what they mentioned above. He is currently being held at Miami-Dade's Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center with no bond. No bond. Wow. Why is this man guarding young female prisoners? He looks so old, filthy animal. Yuck. Feed him to the dogs. Just horrible. What is wrong with these adults going after underage children in their care? Unlike all those school teachers, I predict he is going to do serious time. Interesting comment based on the story I did yesterday. And perhaps this person saw that article as well. Predator. There shouldn't be male guards in the female detention centers at all. That's what I was saying earlier. Now, that said, females can be predators as well. The incidence of that, I bet, would be far less. And I would be good with a solution like that. That's why I mentioned it before I even read this article. Why is he not guarding adult men? How is he allowed to make a girls' detention center into his little playground? And perhaps that's something that we need to look at. I was watching a clip from this show called Fresh Out. It's a guy, he has a prison channel. He got out a long time ago. His name's Big Herc. I don't know if you heard of him. Fresh Out is his channel. He's from Sacramento. I'm from there, so a buddy of mine was telling me about, hey, you got a Sacktown guy here. So I was watching his channel. He was interviewing a guy, and the guy was talking about how he hooked up with a female guard when he was in prison in Texas. Perhaps, I know we want equality and all, and we don't want to restrict people from what they can and can't do in terms of employment, but when you hear stories like this, and I know it probably doesn't happen all that often, but I bet it happens more than we hear about. Is it a situation where we need to say, hey, look, enough is enough? Grown men, a 30-year-old man, shouldn't be roaming around a youth detention facility with access to, who knows, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old girls, just like females shouldn't be working in male facilities because they can take advantage of it or be taken advantage of. Just a little something. I know, personal responsibility. We don't want to restrict people like that. Sometimes you have to take a look at that as a potential solution, though, just a potential. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see what kind of time he gets if this thing goes to trial. If they were to offer this guy a plea deal, I think he'd be wise to take it and minimize his time in jail because, one, being a guard, that's a strike against him in jail. And two, the kind of crime he committed, that's 2 strikes already. Once they find out, they are going to eat his lunch. This video and the one I posted yesterday, same kind of content, all in honor of Prince Philip. He being the gentleman who became ever so friendly with a 13-year-old female. But yet he celebrated. Take care, everyone. Be well. And if you are a 30-year-old man who works in a youth facility, keep your hands off the kiddies. If you're a 15-year-old girl and some creeper comes your way, don't let him sweet talk you. And if he persists, tell someone before it gets out of hand. Take care, everyone. Be well. Thanks for watching.